About 120 pro-Palestine activists gathered on Sunday for a day of civil disobedience. The plan was to repeat a protest from last month and block traffic to Dublin Port. The last protest involved a clash with Gardaí, and expecting a repeat this time, many protesters wore masks and goggles as protection from pepper spray and tear gas.
Death to the IDF! Death to the IDF!
It was 2 years of a genocide, I think, particularly for Irish people. We know empire when we see it, so yeah, we want to shut down and make an actual disturbance.
No trade! No trade!
Voting, if 100,000 people came out here, it would have a pretty big impact. So I think that you have to do something. I don't think the marches through town are good, but I think something more radical is needed. You know what I mean?
Protesters occupied the road leading into the port, but left the lanes leading out of the port clear. They said this was because they didn't want to block dock workers from leaving to go home.
Why we need to build up for more strikes, for more protests, for more mass action, more direct action, because we can't just be marching through the streets anymore.
I guess we kind of want to support the movement and make an action rather than just the protests we seem to be getting nowhere. So maybe this might help the government to pass the bill quicker.
The Irish state is completely failing to act on its obligations to prevent genocide. One of the ways that it should be acting is by preventing trade with Israel, which is currently committing a genocide. So that's what's happening. We've asked them over and over again. We've done it through all the democratic means available to us, such as lobbying, writing letters, getting a bill passed by both houses of the parliament, and they won't even enact it. So I don't know what they expect us to do if we've exhausted every democratic avenue that's available to us.
Irish people understand! No peace on stolen land! Irish people understand! No peace on stolen land! Resistance is an obligation! In the face of occupation! Resistance is an obligation! In the face of occupation!
And that's why doing something like this, blocking the port, it fucks up it delays and builds up their timetables, and it does fuck up the companies, and then the companies themselves, but also the economy as a whole. It does cause ripples. Even if they're small ripples, they still cause ripples.
If there is a genocide happening, it's up to every human to stop it. So we, of course, are sorry if people are inconvenienced going about their day. However, we're mostly inconveniencing the trucks, which are continuing to travel and trade with Israel.
Yes, it might inconvenience you for a couple of hours, but compare that to the actual genocide and ethnic cleansing that Palestinians are going against, and it's kind of like being inconvenienced for a little while. It is nothing compared to the actual reality of what's happening in Palestine.
Because we've blocked this entrance, they've now busted open a different entrance that they didn't use before. So now we're all going to march down the road and just continue the crack.
I have a baby in the car. I need to go. The baby in the car. The baby in the car.
Give us five. That's all that
I have a
matters.
baby in the car. I have to go
over people. Right.
No, what's up, fuck? There's a baby in the big car and it's sitting there.
I'm baby because I'm baby.
I'm a whole lot of this. Fuck off.
Don't try to make me talk. Just come out and talk to you drop that time, boy. Let them go. Let them go. Just get back. It's not working. Just fucking go. Go.
Stop.
What's the point, you know?
Let them through.
There's literal babies being bombed in Gaza.
Shut up. We're not getting in with the workers. We're not getting in with other workers.
Okay, but we're going to make the point that if they move one entrance, we go to the other entrance. Free!
Palestine!
Free!
After blocking the road for 40 minutes, protesters moved to block a different entrance that Gardaí were diverting traffic to. However, the protesters ended up marching away from the port and circling back the way they came.
There is only one solution!
And we need to keep going. I know it's getting dark, but we need to keep going and keep disrupting. Stay with this march and keep disrupting with us. Brave, brave!
Palestine 48! There is only one solution! No hate! No trade! You can hide! You're supporting genocide!
After marching for 1 hour down East Wall Road and around the Point Square, organisers called an end to the protest.
The trucks around to this entrance and that entrance and back and forth, and we moved with them, but now we're going to call it. But we want to say that this is not the last time, and also this is not the only place. We need to block the ports and the roads and the